Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them that trespass against us. New World Order, world planetary corporate government, anti-free market, anti-family, anti-woman, anti-God, anti-child, anti-man, anti-decency, anti-productivity, anti-justice. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. And then it goes on, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of the death, I shall fear no evil. And, of course, why do you think Trump's wife came out unannounced and said that with tears in her eyes? Because can you imagine what they're dealing with behind the scenes because they're not devil worshipers? And because they love their family and prosperity and America and all the fruits of a godly nation, despite the fact they're not perfect? Because when the devil comes against you, you get closer to God. And then you go, oh, my gosh, God's real. Why was I ever afraid? The only thing you then fear is separation from God. He that dwelleth in the secret place, the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. It's all there. Thou shalt not be afraid by the terror by night, nor the arrow that felleth by day. A 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 by thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. As long as they can't get to your mind, they have such a psychological warfare and spiritual attack against InfoWars. I can't imagine what it's like around Trump. The mental illness around me is just rampant. It's a science fiction movie. We're living in the year 2017, ladies and gentlemen, and we're not battling against flesh and blood. Know that for a fact. We're fighting against really wicked powers. And most men roll over. They want success. They want to be praised. Most of these churches are the abode of evil. And I'm not up here on some high horse. People say, there's all this news. Why are you preaching? Because let me tell you something. At the end of the day, that's all there is. It's good and evil, right and wrong on this fantastic planet. And I watch the lies that they tell about me and my family and the things they do. And to watch the reporters that follow me around, their eyes light up with like demoniac glow as they swear they're going to get me and see me fall. As if they're in some existential contest and that if I fall, they somehow rise. Fools. If you just tuned in, we've got a ton of news here. It's all important. But there are thousands of articles a day in every major TV program in the country, even bigger than Sessions' testimony, even bigger than the trial of Cosby. Even bigger than all of that is Alex Jones is the devil. Alex Jones is horrible. Alex Jones is evil. Alex Jones did this. Alex Jones did that. And Donald Trump loves him. And they've had petitions to Trump, and they've had reporters ask Trump, and he hasn't forsaken me yet. But I almost want to tell the president, in fact, I have told the president before, if you disagree with some of the things I've said, throw me under the bus. I don't like seeing you sit there and have them twist what I've said against you. That's not how Trump is. He knows. They lie about him. They lie about me. He knows they twist everything. 2 days after 9/11, he talked about how the towers fell and how there were public bombs inside. Trump's real smart, folks. He knew everything before I was born. Of course, he's known him 45 years. Of course, he knew him before I was born. And Trump's the same way. Trump loves the energy of fighting evil. He's hired in a kite, totally naturally. No caffeine, no drugs, no nothing. Does like sweets. He is higher than a kite with all these attacks and all these lies as he just delivers jobs and delivers better health care and delivers sovereignty and delivers Americana. And he's there. He's ready no matter what happens. And they cannot stand that. It's like that old song, I forget who sang it, country music song from the 40s or 50s. Big John. Got to play that song if we can, going out to break, a couple minutes of it. It's only a 2-minute song. Big John. And there's Trump down at the bottom of the mine, holding it up. The girders, everybody can get out of the mine. Everybody else has gotten out. The bottom of that mine lies one hell of a man. And not because he wants to be a hero, because he's a good person. Just like you got pedophiles and devil worshippers and communists and Islamicists, you've got people that don't like those people and want to stand up against them. The type of man that gets a smile on their face when they're loading something in their car in an alley and 3 thugs come over and think they're about to rob you. Because the only time your spirit even wakes up is when you're surrounded. That's the kind of person Donald Trump is. And those are the type of men that are going to save this country and this planet with God's help. But God set us on this planet to be tested. And if you don't want to be tested, then you're obviously not conscious. You're not alive. All right, I've got this news and these clips I want to hit. It's unbelievable. I can't even keep track of it all. Hundreds of clips. I can't watch them all. Each one is worse than the next or the last. It's just Alex Jones is like a child molester. Alex Jones is a criminal. Alex Jones is. But to have the empty, horrible, narcissistic, demonic mouth of Satan screaming that I'm the worst thing on earth. Man, that is a great honor. And now Hollywood Reporter saying Megyn Kelly's stakes are sky high for her Alex Jones interview. Well, she interviewed me for 4 hours over a 12-hour period. They were here from 9:30 in the morning until about 11 at night, so it's all edited, scrambled crap. Oh, I probably should have opened the show with this. I'm going to play excerpts tonight. And I'm going to air some today of the Megyn Kelly interview. Oh, it's going to premiere here first. Because she, in my educated research view, engaged in deception, skullduggery, fraud. And you're going to hear the phone calls where she promised that it was going to be a nice profile and that she wasn't going to attack me or would only barely mention certain subjects. And I just have 30-plus minutes of her lying. In fact, let's cue up that first clip right now. This is when she called me as I was driving down the road. And I said, let me get to the office, my pretty. And then she interviewed me for 2 hours on Newtown and Pizzagate and all the rest of the made-up PR stuff that she shoveled at me. By made-up, I mean the made-up quotes, the made-up things I supposedly said, so they could edit it together. So here is Megyn Kelly talking to me about a week before she came to town. Here it is.
This is not going to be a contentious, sort of gotcha exchange. That's not what this show is, and that's really not what I want to do.
You say parents faked their children's death. People get very angry.
Yeah, well, I know, but they don't get angry about the 500,000 dead Iraqis from the sanctions, or they don't get angry about all the illegals.
That's a dodge.
No, it's not a dodge. The media never covers all the evil wars it's promoted, all the big things.
That doesn't excuse what you did and said about Newtown. You know it.
That's good. Oh, this isn't going to be contentious. And I'm on tape with her saying, I know you're just going to hammer Newtown, because I knew she's one of their people. She goes and speaks at the event. She's an anti-gunner. I knew she was set to speak this year at their big gala. I said, this is a Newtown piece. She said, no, it's not. Alex, I promise you, this is a profile of you. I want to get big profiles. I don't want to do hard news anymore. I want to rehabilitate myself from Fox. I got it all on tape, sweetheart. You're a big fat liar. Oh, and by the way, that's in the car. I got it real clear and nice here in my office right over there for 25 minutes. Oh, and we got more than that, sweetheart. You want to edit my comments? You want to play games? I'm going to call your bluff on that one, too. Oh, I know. The big order's out. Never show my real quotes. Never let me respond anywhere. Hollywood Reporter contacts me through one of my other big sources and says, we'll give you a straight-up interview with real quotes. It gets killed at the very top. Then I talked to other sources. They said, no, there is a Pentagon, CIA, Ford Foundation, high level. It's all being managed. No one is allowed to actually run your quotes. No one is allowed to actually interview you. Imagine. I've done probably 10 interviews the last week about this, and none of them got published. None of them got put out. None of them got aired. Because they can't actually have what I said. The fake Alex Jones has to be given the spotlight so he can be destroyed. But the real one has to sit here. I promise you. Oh, I want to get a big juice. I'm obsessed with you. Okay, Alex, I'm obsessed with you. All right. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be. I said, Megan, knock it off. I mean, it was literally worse than in college being at a topless bar when they're trying to get you to pay for a table dance. It was so fake. I was like, sweetheart. Wait till you hear all this. I do. I want to go to dinner with you, and I want to get a big, juicy steak and a dessert. I mean, this is sensational, but you'll never hear it on the news because they're controlled. And they said we lost the election because we weren't big enough liars, because we weren't organized enough with the fake polls and the giving the questions to Hillary for the debates. We totally rigged it. But we spent too much time spirit cooking and devil worshiping and having the kids delivered to the hot tub. We've got to spend more time destroying and getting meaner and saying, kill Trump and kill congressmen, and then have the Huffington Post writers go, too bad it wasn't larger or more organized. Wolf Blitzer has a guest on. So this man wasn't a monster, and he was just tired of things. Wolf Blitzer, okay, thanks for your review. Very interesting. What happens, Wolf Blitzer, when somebody pumps rounds into your little pumpkin head and says, it's just political? You people, you guys better have some helicopter jump jets and be ready to get out of here real quick if the actual Civil War kicks off. I mean, I'm not the one that's calling for violence. You're going to get wrecked bad. There are a lot of people like Santa Claus been making a list, been checking it twice about who's been naughty and nice, and you kick off Civil War too, baby. You'll think Lexington and Concord was a cakewalk. But you never listen. You've never been in fights. That's the weird thing about globalists is their minions are all like super wimpy, candy-ass fops, but they play World of Warcraft. I guess they feel powerful. And they just talk about how they're going to kill people all the time and how they're going to murder us and how our kids belong to them. And the skyrise burned down. Durka Durka Muhammad Jihad. And, just on and on and on. And everyone rolls over to it. And I am sick of it. Before we go any further, I'm going to come back and get into some of these outrageous clips. We got a bunch of guests joining us to talk about the Civil War the Democrats are openly kicking off. But here's the deal. We're getting more traffic than we've ever had in the summer. Not as big as it was election week, but it's close. And we're getting a lot of support. But obviously we're under mega attack, and they got lots of other stuff lined up in the pipeline. But we've got operations that'll hold them off for at least 4 years at our current attack profile unless they kill me. And I'm not giving them some code they didn't already have. That's the only code that works in their operation. They can't kill my name or your name because they're a bunch of liars. They can't get to you. They can't break you. And they know that. They can't stand it. But they don't want to make me a martyr, but if they could demonize me enough and then have some angry person do it, like a family member of a slain child, you can see the whole PR thing. Very upset I canceled The View and aren't coming to New York. You don't think we have people that are jacked into everything and don't know what you're up to? Should I publish the directive from a U.S. agency in countervalence of the president out of the State Department, the Board of Governors of the FCC, and the Central Intelligence Agency ordering everyone not to actually play clips or what I say? Maybe we'll release that in the next hour. But you just think it's only redcoats in this fight. You don't think there aren't Minutemen. What you just think in the universe, you just pound the children and abort them and kill them and devil worship and open the borders and bring in disease and everything, just pound us in the face forever and no one ever stands up, no one ever fights back. Oh, yes, that's what's happening now. Get ready. But briefly, we have high-quality fluoride-free toothpaste. Everything we do is about 360 Wind, symbiotic relationship. You can't get it 33% off anymore, but you can get it with a 10-to-1 essential oil, super high-quality mouthwash, 10-to-1 concentrate. Together, those are 33% off. Brain Force Plus is now back in stock, an amazing nootropic, our overall total bestseller. Check it out. Just see for yourself. Super Blue again. We have InfoWars Biome Defense, an amazing probiotic, now 20% off. We're going to go to break, and we'll be right back. Thank you all for your support. Let's go to Debit in Florida. Debit in Florida, you're on the air.
Great. Hey, thank you so much. Listen, I have bought your product, and I gotta say they're amazing. Anyone who's on the fence, buy it, because I've got Caveman, Superman Vitality, Secret 12, Vitamin Mineral Fusion. I've got the body armor.
Wow, thank you.
Wow.
You're the type of listener that makes it all possible. Which nutraceutical does you like best?
I really like the Vitamin Mineral Fusion, to be honest. That's
amazing.
Really incredible. I drank it in the morning, and I swear to you, I felt incredible. Like I haven't felt weak. My morning was fantastic, and I love you guys. I love the InfoWars crew, and I just want to, I want to take this opportunity to tell anybody out there who's on the fence. Just buy it. You will love it. I'm telling you, I've never bought a bad product.
What you find in our news is the same thing you find in our products at InfoWarsLife.com. It's a win-win, InfoWarsLife.com.